Yeah, no, Bait, this is the event where they're going to really
every
start to
single
show
event. Oh,
us.
yeah, Bait, this is the one.
Yeah.
And once again.
Exactly. So I don't want to have that. So here we go. Let's get into it. Bait versus Heroic. CT side start for Bait here on Nuke. Heroic going to be starting on the T side. And a good amount of utility available. A Molotov for X-Floud and an HE grenade that's being already used towards that door. And it's quick from Heroic into the ramp room. Alex666 waiting. And he's got himself the first couple of headshots. In fact, he's found 3. So that is one quick shutdown. And the round is done.
Yeah, right out of the gate. You don't recover from that one. It hurts. Lovely sequence from Alex. Give us a chance also to talk about Sizzy, because he's a player signed on loan from Spirit's Academy as well. They sent their own Academy player back to the Academy team, and they brought in Sizzy from the Spirit Academy. So just swapping around Academy players.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got. You got a little pool of players you can pick from, and you don't have to sign new deals and have any real risk. And I guess that's a way to do it. Not a massive fan.
All right, X-Floud. What you got for us? You got this 1v5 in the bag?
Nope.
I like that he's locked in. As if this is the most important round he'll play.
Could be. Steps out. There's the first headshot.
Get it. Get it. Oh, dear.
He had chances. He definitely had chances there.
Yeah.
Many,
if you could
many
say
chances.
one thing, it's that he had some chances.
Yeah, he did. All right, Bait win the pistol round as expected after the way that started. Alex with 3 kills. You can see it again here from the replay. First headshot, so good. And he just composes himself. He resets his aim very quickly. Yeah, we get an extra slow replay of that one. Beautiful shot there from Alex.
666.
Each of those headshot 6s. And we now have Tech 9s out for Heroic.
Ooh, deep nade outside, chunks down Grizzin. He's going to pass through the smoke, try and cross along this secret wall, going with some pace to it. That's well known by Bait as well as Sizzy. The Spirit Academy player, what you got? Oh, that sucks. That's a bummer.
Well, they've wrecked him pretty badly, but let's see the next step up here of Alex, who goes out another 3K.
Sure.
All right.
Why did his MSMG work like that?
Yeah, he just literally melts him.
Not do this.
He didn't.
I'm pretty sure it like gave him like a sideways headshot as well. Like,
it didn't service his MP9. All right, well that's 6 kills for Alex666. Essential with a kill on X-Floud. And Susp now heading outside with the Tech 9. So this round goes nowhere for Heroic. They've only conceded 2 deaths so far, Bait, in the first 2 rounds of play.
Cool little run and gun from Alex. One hell of a way to open a game with these back-to-back rounds.
I would love to see Holzerk join Heroic. I would love to see that, Jason.
Why would you do that to him?
Because he doesn't have a, you know.
You mean because they haven't had an opera in like a year?
Yeah. That'd be, well, they had some pies, but, you know, it's been a little bit, you know, Grix didn't work.
Sure.
Alcarin.
Yeah, they had, last year was hell for opping with Heroic, wasn't it?
And Gamer Legion.
And Gamer Legion.
So Holzerk being on the market, man, I think he's got a little bit, you know, for the future, it makes sense for me.
I can't imagine that Holzerk is going to stay on the market for too long.
No.
Like, everyone's looking for an opera. And even if you don't think it's necessarily an upgrade,
it's the experience.
if you have an opera that you know isn't it, you might as well try a new one, you know?
Yeah. Man, Vash just held out a little bit longer as well. Could have had Holzerk.
He could have had Holzerk. Wait, he's still there, isn't he, technically?
Yes, he is. But for the future, when we look at, I just would like that. I think that move makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Well, that round, the reason we were talking about that is because there's nothing really worth talking about in that round.
You know, the worst part about the whole Holzerk situation.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Didn't like because the visa issue has been killing him for years.
Yeah.
I heard that he had just like gotten that like sorted.
Oh my gosh. It's like, oh guys, I got my visa. Great, you're fired.
Oh man, that's a bummer. Now that's timing.
Yeah,
That's what we call timing.
This is the world kicking him in the face.
All right, back into the game though. Bait Heroic, 4th round on the board, off in the hands of Sizzy.
Kind of wild he gets the visa issue sorted after he starts playing for an organization that was part of like the Cowboys entertainment, like out in Dallas. That's crazy. Well, slowing out, and it's xFlood over towards red. It's a decent position to have already, but not really looking to be disruptive here, our bait. So Heroic do have all the space in the world to play with outside.
Well, back to the inner side. It looks like that's just going to turn into a timing pop. One player lurking outside, but here we are. Angle into the bomb site. MongolZ spots that. Defensive Molotov deployed. That'll mess with the timing. Heroic happy to pull it out of his hands. But they're going to be coming in after the Molotov fades. And that's the round. I don't like that's it. That one kill. Everyone's out of position. You're not going to get back into this. 4 versus 5.
Well, Krizen's DC'd.
Really?
So he's gone. And now Alex has come up the vent. He's got a kill,
no.
and it's back on. It's back on straight away. And xFlood at least fighting on through Mini, but Essential gets caught in heaven, and okay. That could be worst case scenario. It would have all felt very bad for Heroic, that. But Sizzy is going to back away. Hang on to the sniper.
Okay. Yeah, hang on to it. That's a bummer. Just bait get pulled out of position somehow with only MongolZ defending that upper bomb site. He goes down essentially for free, and yeah, you're just locked out. Even with Krizen falling, it's still such a strong position to be in. Sizzy desperately trying to keep the AWP for the next round. He knows he's being hunted. Beautiful shot. Quick scope. Nilo cut down. And AWP is brought forward into the next.
I think Tobiz should join FUT.
You're just full of roster changes.
As the coach. Because he's familiar with the Tobiz, you know. You could join the FUT team.
You were so scared of even pulling that out. I feel like you hesitated.
No, I didn't. I had to say Tobiz.
You had to say.
I had to stutter really so I get his name.
Okay,
you know, because if I say if he's familiar with the Tobizness, you know.
Yeah, you know it's fun.
I think it's a good move.
Solid move.
Everyone can be happy about it.
For a lot of different reasons, really. Branding potential is there.
Yeah. If you're really willing to commit to the feat, then you're kind of locking in a lot of money. I'm just gonna say that. You can be the highest earning team. You can take on Falcons.
You can take some crazy partnerships places, can't you? There's a lot of opportunity with that team.
Think of the shoe brands.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Yeah. You could get the
socks as
Nike
well?
Air Jordan of Counter-Strike. Not Crocs, though, because apparently they're banned.
Toe business.
Yeah. A little, oh, staring contest.
Shit.
Oh,
that was
lost.
hardcore. Well, we know what that sound means.
Restarts.
Yeah, there's a little bit of match medic inside the server.
I love how when Bait changed their in-game leader, they said, "Why have you selected Alex?" Because he's the nicest guy, and doesn't get mad at everybody.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
Also goes to show you the problems of just tilting. It's just
Yeah.
like we don't really care about his prowess as an IGL. Just please don't tilt.
Yeah. As long as you aren't like a toxic asset to really
as long as you can kind of keep it in.
cause the meltdown of the entire squad.
All right, we're back in action. Get some stretches, fist bumps. Looks like the team's locked and loaded back in. A lot of 90-degree keyboard players in this game. NPL.
Yep. Well, like the reason for that was because you guys used to have the older players didn't have a lot of space at LAN halls, right? But it's kind of developed into just comfort now.
I've never gone full 90-degree, but usually, yeah, you like put it at a crazy angle to create a little bit more space for everyone. It shouldn't be a problem now. Just some people maybe the initial desk space at home before they made a full-blown professional gaming setup.
Or I know personally, I used to copy what the pros did.
The configs, sure.
You know, but I like playing 4-3 like black bars on like a terrible res because Kenny S did it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm
and then you're like, maybe this res only works if I'm angling the keyboard in the same way.
Exactly, so I angle the keyboard, and then you realize once you ticked off every box, you realize you're just not Kenny S. And
yeah, you're like, actually, maybe the problem is I just kind of suck.
That's the hardest realization.
Well, speaking of Kenny S, we've got Sizzy inside the server. He's got that off in hand. Just barely missing the vision on the other side of the smokes, but as they cross, ooh, he spotted one now. That's the bomb. The bomb didn't make it. It's the one player. Kristen's like, crap, boys. What do I do?
And now, with 50 seconds left, you know, you're going to be happy with the space you're getting here for Heroic. Just clearing out the double door stairs, sending the nade down in behind it as well. It's ensuring you've got some control towards the lower bomb site here.
Yeah, but this is going to come back up to the upper bomb site. You can see them realigning. I don't know if it's an improv because the bomb didn't make it cross, or if this is all kind of designed, but pressuring the lower bomb site, now coming back up towards Secret. NPL's waving everyone off, saying nobody's home downstairs. I'm hiding. It's all good. Sizzy, you're going to have a chance at some shots as they cross back towards main, but you've given that up.
Yeah, just racing in towards KenZor, who gets himself a great double kill on Quizen and Nilo. So we now have Sizzy waiting at Heaven Utility, flying towards his face. So he realizes he can't stand there for much longer. So decides to change up his position as Heroic break through.
Well, he's going to wait and pause and wait for his rifles to initiate the action. One teammate going to come in through main. Essential making tons of noise, trying to keep attention in his direction.
Over the top, it is Youngstar with that kill. Essential and MPL taking a couple of frags back here for this retake. Time is ticking as Stuss, he comes out of the hut. Oh, he tries to deny, but a great shot from Essential as Bait will recover the retake. 4-1 off the back of that, and that's a big recovery of the site. It looked like Heroic had dug their teeth deep into that one.
Yeah, great round from Essential. That's a huge save at the end. I think NPL is going to be buying him an ice cream sundae at the end of this match for saving his bacon there. Nice shooting, and 4-1, you're right. It did feel like Heroic was just going to overrun that bomb site. I mean, the back and forth between Secret, but once they got in, it was very strong. Just an even better retake. And now the soothing sounds of the Deep Earth mines.
Someone said it was people mining Bitcoin in Minecraft.
That's not bad.
I like that. See how this unfolded. Running the clock down and then just about getting into the site, getting the plant through, and Central, oh, needed that one. And just the last couple of bullets as well.
Yeah, Stuss will be frustrated because if he gets that kill on the initial cross from Squeakdoor, you're not even in that situation. You just kill the diffuser and win the round. So we feel like he had his chance to win that clutch, and it went awry. Smoke is down, at least one. I'll have to complete this wall. A one-man cross. Not spotted by Sizzy, but NPL's already here.
Oh, a couple of shots whizzing towards KenZor.
Well, Tech9's downstairs in the vents, right? So you can pop up. Obviously, you'd love to see if you could join up with this Tech9 downstairs from ramp room is the most logical. Oh, and he's just dropped. Now they know. This is a huge mistake from Essential. Oh, they're going to hone in on him. He somehow gets his first kill, traded off, but Sissy's arrived to keep one in their favor.
FPL just hearing those steps. Keeps himself hidden and reveals himself to deny the bomb plant from Youngstar. So 5-1 now, coming up here for Bait. The reason I favor Bait coming into today is because I just feel like they're an actual team. You know, this is the team that's going to be moving forward in the future.
It's always a good start, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So Heroic is just going to be, it's a pretty base marker, I suppose.
Kind of a pretty important thing.
Yeah. But Heroic moving forward, you know, the conversation can be there about, you know, if you're playing with a stand-in, it's kind of have less pressure or whatever. But that, I think it gets to a certain point where Heroic are playing with a stand-in so often that it's just like, you just get frustrated and demotivated.
I mean, the best thing to point out with that one is Astralis towards the end of the year in the interviews that Hooksy was given down the stretch of just being like I feel like, what's the point? You know, they have a new play, like, you know, Stound's in, Stound's out. Now Device is out, now he's back in, and he's like, now that we just don't ever have the consistent roster, and you can't ever, like, work towards a goal if someone is changing each and every month. So, yeah, we see players constantly just get to that point where it's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep training up a new player. There's got to be some consistency.
Yeah, the amount of times Heroic have kicked the player, got a player back. Like X-Cloud, Youngstar. It's crazy. So for Bait, I think it's a great start here on Nuke, a 5-1 lead on their opponent's map pick. Heroic just not really getting into this. They had their chances. I mean, those retakes, imagine they go the other way, right?
Yeah, holding off that one retake would have been a nice to have. I haven't, yeah, they haven't really, well, we haven't sunk too deep into this T side yet. We're not halfway through, but there's been a couple rounds where I'm not even sure Heroic have like an idea of how it's going to end, just trying to see what they get to a certain point. I think that's what's they're undoing at the moment. One player outside, that's going to be xFloud. 4 players in towards lobby. 4 Tech-9s in this one single Galil outside. And it feels like the plan is to get this, get xFloud into a position towards Secret yet again. Keep leaning on that or show you one Secret. And they're going to try and pop into this upper site with xFloud turning the corner in towards Mini.
MongolZ melting away the attack in. It's a good shutdown here from Bait again. And Heroic just get nowhere near. So money's returned, at least for Heroic. That's the positive. They'll have all the money in for the weapons that they want to get out here, but whether or not they're going to find some success with them is a whole other different problem. So Bait 6-1, and I mean, everyone looks pretty composed. There's a huge celebration, just handling business, getting the job done at the moment.
Yeah, there's been nothing ultra exciting quite yet, has there?
No.
Yeah, everything is just sort of as it's supposed to go for the moment. Sizzy hasn't had to get too crazy with the op. 9 kills on NPL. Exchange of utility. In the early going to stop any kind of fast rush. Heroic's got a few bodies leaning towards ramp room. Once again, you have a smoke wall being put up outside. It's xFloud once again alone as well. And this seems to be just like the one consistent factor of this T side so far has been getting access to Secret at some point. Even if it's just one player. Secondary smoke wall being put up.
Okay, well, MongolZ long range headshot, just spam it eventually. xFloud walks into it, opening kill here for Bait.
Yeah, but what sucks about that is that was 40 seconds and 4 smokes went into getting him to Secret. And with one shot from MongolZ's AK-47, all that resource just went to go gets you nothing.
Yeah. 45 seconds, though, in the round, and Heroic are hoping that it will be a last-second finish into this upper site. The problem is, you've still got a lot of players you've got to force out of their positions. You've got Alex waiting at the back of the site. MongolZ just moving off to play on the rafters, now dropping to the top hut. The bomb has made it down, though. And trade from Alex is good to make sure that the kill on Susp is found. Kristen also falling, and then it just leaves Youngstar in the vent. So Heroic, it's just such a flat performance right now.
There's no plan of what the winning move is, so everything, the plan is happening in the first few steps, and then once action happens, it's kind of like, what do I think is the best way to win from my POV without any kind of cohesive, this is where we're going to try and end things, or this is where we're going to try and move into, or this is the protocol of what we move into next. Yeah, this Heroic at the moment playing very individual, it feels, and not on the same page whatsoever. So getting obliterated, really. Lovely shot from Sizzy at the end. I mean, Youngster's not looking, so nothing crazy, but, you know, there's a tiny target. I just want something to talk about, really.
Oh, you found it, Jason.
Thank you.
Well, hopefully Heroic give us a little bit more something. Tech-9s, that's generally fun. And Mac-10 as well. xFloud diving off of main, and there we go. AK-47 picked up. xFloud now on the hunt for a follow-up kill, but denied.
It's not an upper bust, it's a ramp room rush. You found it a little bit late. Missed shot from Sizzy. Follow-up not there either. The third one, though, lands.
Yeah, he manages to make something of it. Now Alex has turned out from decon, sees 2 players above him. Can't get the second, but Prison will be hunted down by the rest of the squad of Bait. And a little bit of action, at least for Heroic, but again, same result. 8-1 now for Bait.
I can't believe Sizzy missed those first 2 shots and kept pushing forward for that third one. I didn't think he would turn that corner over in ramp room. Maybe he had a teammate with him. I didn't catch it, but nice shot either way. 7-round lead and a second timeout from Heroic. We got it back. Never played Minecraft, so I don't know.
You never played Minecraft?
I don't know if that's what it sounds like.
Dude, how have you not played Minecraft? Never once.
No, never once.
That's insane. You're old, Jason. That's crazy. If you've been playing Minecraft, like, that's been here for a long time now.
I've played other games.
Sure, but like Minecraft it took over the world for a long time.
What time was that?
The 2010s.
Okay, I was doing different things. That was the low point of my gaming activity.
There you go,
Yeah.
the 2010s.
Okay, well, that makes sense all of a sudden.
All the big YouTube channels are Minecrafters.
Those were the years we didn't have PCs when we traveled to events, so, you know, we didn't really... I didn't have Minecraft available to me.
You could have had the traveling Minecraft server.
Lining up for upper utility. And already a man down. And now with some counter nades raining in, a missed Molotov towards top hut, or maybe they positioned it there for the Rafters player. Either way, no one's taking advantage of that utility used into the upper bomb site, and now you've lost another player. Now we're just going to try and wing it in a 3v5.
Well, winging it sometimes works. Not all the time, but sometimes, and Youngstar certainly winging it right now. Good shot here from Sizzy. There'll be Nilo to fall down, and Youngstar also to go down outside. Damn it, really doesn't feel like a close game at all.
No.
One team showed up.
Can you describe it in Minecraft terms?
This is like going in against the Ender Dragon with a wooden sword.
Okay. I'm assuming the dragon breathes fire?
Kinda, I suppose. It's like big purple blasts.
Sure.
Yeah. It's like kind of the end boss.
Okay.
And you, literally the end boss.
Okay. Chat, tell me how he did with Minecraft comparison. 10 to 1. 9 to 1, excuse me.
Let us know if you defeated the Ender Dragon.
With a wooden sword.
That'd be impressive. Very impressive.
That's why I asked about the fire. I feel like the wooden sword, you know, in like
would burn it away.
Ocarina of Time, if you face a fire opponent with the wooden sword, it burns, and then you can't use it anymore. So
okay.
Just saying, some video games are better than others. Alex is going to be inside the bomb site. Molotovs are out. Nobody can pass them. Good shot from Crizin, and now it's Alex's turn, but he can get nothing done.
Ooh, nice shot at least from Nilo, because he can't get to the angle, and Youngstar finally showing up with a round victory again here for Heroic right at the end.
Nice. They scraped it together. They made it work. Inside the upper bomb site, MAC-10 opening coming in through Mini. So a little bit of a blow to bait, but they got plenty of cash, buy right back up into things, and that's not going to do a whole lot to make them feel like this game is slipping away. There's some overconfidence in this round from the bait side of things, like NPL, like stepping through that smoke and just kind of standing there fighting and trying to spray down that second kill. Bait's feeling real confident at the moment, and for good reason.
Essential moving in, and Youngstar is going to be taken away. Sizzy to also follow up. So you have this heroic success in the previous round, and now they've lost the entire map, and you're literally running away from the CTs.
A minute and 25 seconds into the round, and the CTs control lobby in a 4-on-2. This, yeah, Bait's just kind of like, we're better than you, so we're going to push and be aggressive.
Just owning them.
$14 kills for Sizzy. That's great.
He's been looking good. 14-3. He's
on loan, would love a full-time contract.
You know, it's a great time to show up and deliver for your squad. And I like what I'm seeing from him right now. Not exactly like what I'm seeing from Heroic, and it just gets a little bit worse for him as Crizin comes back down the ladder and dead inside of the lobby. We've now got Nilo left alone.
Could have used that Molotov 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, I definitely could have. But it's already over at that point.
True. This is, you know what? To be fair, it's kind of a dick move from Bait playing it so smart at the end too, so disciplined. It's like he's like, come on, someone beat me.
He's just going in. He's like really
it's a
trying.
1 versus 4. Give me something.
Yeah, but Bait coming in locked in.
Yeah, they do. Cool to see. 8-round lead and just complete dominance. This is Heroic's map pick as well. They took it to Nuke, and unfortunately, when you do that, Bait gets to start on the CT side, and this is what you've got. Doesn't look like good hand motions for a coach at halftime, does it? This is kind of like,
honestly,
what do we expect? No one's talking. There's no communication. Nobody's telling us what we're doing. No one's coming up with ideas. What do we think was going to happen? What do we think the score was going to be with this kind of?
His initial hand signal just kind of looked like, what is happening, guys?
So what you guys doing?
What are you doing? Nothing, really. A lot easier of a job here for Bates coach, Madden, to try and figure out how to get the last couple of rounds here.
The Bates coach probably isn't even paying attention.
Yeah, well, he's talking at the moment. He's probably saying, thanks, guys. We're executing everything perfectly.
Yeah. Great job.
Hey, by the way, this is also our opponent's map pick.
I would have to say that I created a fantastic game plan for this.
Yes.
You are all executing my game plan flawlessly.
Thank me.
And
one by one.
You're welcome for this win.
Okay, we go to battle here for the second half. We've got Bait now switching to the T side. See 3 players running inner right away. Some utility being brought to the party, and the bomb at the front here on MPL. Susp. With a name like Susp, he isn't even using the USP in the pistol round, and that will cost him his life. The Jewel Beretta is down to the door.
Lord.
Quick kills here from MPL and Sizzy as he run over the top of the A site. You've now got Youngstar, Quizen, and Nilo all coming in from the same position at Heaven, and they all dive to their death as, yeah, that's really all you can expect once Bait come into the site so cleanly.
Yeah, I mean, there's everything in that round. There's great utility usage. There's great shooting as well from the Bait side. Poor Susp looks like that dualies is like the first obstacle. He gets completely blinded. There's the utility, a lovely flashbang to take him out of the fight. Turning this corner up towards Heaven is an instant goosh onto the rotating defenders who are just arriving to party, and they get shot in the face immediately. Great round from Bait, and they're going to close this map out very, very quickly. Heroic now stuck in that force buy cycle where every round has to be investment regardless of how it goes.
Well, a couple MP9s here. That's really all you've got going for you if you're Heroic. The push, the aggression, worked out for that kill on to Essential. But Kenzazor trying to handle things, just couldn't quite get a multi-kill out of it. Now says he's worried about being pushed from ramp, so he turns his back to the lobby push. MPL will apologize and go and get the trade kill, leaving Quizen in a 1v2.
NPL sticking around though. Quizen gonna start. Okay, up the ladder we go. They could miss this. This could get tricky. However, NPL steps into the lobby, so Quizen is gonna miss the timing on this play. Down the vents we go, 2-on-1. They don't have the information of Quizen's position, but he'll make sound cues so that he can catch up and be nearby. Grabbing a Molotov on the way. He's got a smoke, he's got armor, he's got a Galil. And 2 players defined.
No, Quizen sending some shots down. It's going to be MPL who gets taken away. And then Alex666 rounds it out. So it's map points here for Bait. A very one-sided victory here on Nuke.
Yeah, extremely one-sided. Surprisingly one-sided. You know, you said favorites of Bait. I don't think you expected it quite like this.
No, absolutely not. I thought it would be a scrappy.
I think you actually did. These are my favorites, but I think this will be a close back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not happening right now. Heroic have not shown up at all in this first map. Yeah, got a tough conversation in between the breaks here. They got to come out and really show us a completely different team. And I just don't know if they have it with this current iteration, you know, playing with the standard.
Yeah, I don't know. This showing has been so flat that this kind of
They don't have an AWPer either, which is tough.
that does make the game more difficult.
Yeah.
Across history, you've always had an AWPer.
Well, Alex is taking damage. Quizen doesn't want to go up those stairs and put himself in harm's way.
Can't believe Quizen has just stopped himself from getting killed unknowingly just by stopping at the perfect pixel.
Still waiting. Perfect. Keeping his head down. Alex is patient. How long will Alex wait?
I don't even want to change the POV. I want to be here the entire round.
Yeah.
I want to be here the whole round. I don't care what happens elsewhere.
Starting to get bored now.
Come on, Chris.
Starting to get bored.
Give it to me.
I'm moving a little closer now. I'm going to go check over here real quick.
Oh, no, it's over.
Oh, my gosh. Quizen. There we go. The patience pays off. 35 seconds. That was pretty much the whole round there.
That felt like it dictated everything.
Nilo, double kill. obviously, because that kill from Quizen went Heroic's way, Heroic are going to win this round.
Yes. It was the most impactful kill of the round.
Yeah, absolutely was. Just for team morale, really. That's the in-game leader. Alex666 thought his patience was going to be enough there.
Great, we've cut the head off the snake.
Yeah. Everything falls apart from that point onwards. And the comeback begins.
Let's see how long it lasts. Oh, he's gonna go down after time. That's rough. That's all right. They got a lot of cash on a few players, so they'll be all good. There we go, Heroic. Put another one on the board. It feels like delaying the inevitable. We'll find out shortly here. Still in the driver's seat is Bait. No reason to panic quite yet. 12-3. Now all down to timing of who is going to look where first, but Kristen would have had the information. Alex did get spammed down on the cross towards Secret. So Kristen knows there's likely somebody waiting for him. 4 spy in this round. Sizzy saving money for an AWP. Tech 9, P250 armor. Kenzazor went down after time, so he's only got unarmored Glock. And we're going to try and find Nilo behind this smoke. It's going to break open. Who's ready first? Damn.
Well, good shutdown here from Youngstar, taking a couple of kills with him and at least warming up individually. There's back to finish them off, and Youngstar collects the 4K.
Okay. Well, maybe you can play yourself into a little bit of energy for the next map in the series if you're Heroic. Maybe you go on a little streak here that kind of reminds your team, reminds the guys what it's like to win some rounds and scrape it together and actually fight back. So we'll see how far Heroic can ride this bus until they fall off. That was a weird metaphor. I don't know. I just went.
We were hanging on the side of the bus. I liked it.
Cool.
Took me on a journey.
Thanks.
Really made you think. And right now, it feels like they were getting run over by the bus the whole map.
Yeah, the bus hasn't really been a friend of theirs.
No, the Bait bus. They've mastered the bus of Bait.
That one just clicked. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Well, they're just going to settle into this one. Sit around with their... Just with the Glocks, maybe just clicking them in their hands, and Youngstar is just going to make sure that they walk outside to their death. xCloud and Youngstar taking 3 quick kills. And that's it, really. So, 5 rounds for Heroic. This is it. Will there be a real comeback, or will Bait close it right now? The money has returned. And Sizzy, he's got enough for his AWP.
Sizzy has got the op out. The last thing you want to do if you're Bait, I'll say this, like it seems like impossible, especially with like just watching eye test wise of how this game is played out, because Heroic hasn't even felt like they're like in the server for a lot of this game. But the last thing you want to do at this point is give a CT side on Nuke like 4 rounds in a row, right? You just don't want to have to deal with that kind of momentum and anything that goes along with it, and then that feeling that the CT side is just in lockdown because they've got all the money in the world. So really, Bait just. We've seen these so far where you let a team linger around. This needs to be just put them away now. Move on to the next map, which is Ancient. Keep in mind coming into this, not only is it just a dominant performance so far on Nuke for Bait, but this lineup has played it 0 times together. I mean, this is the first time they've played it with Sizzy in the lineup.
It's crazy. They look good. They should play it. Against Heroic.
Against Heroic. That's good. I don't want to spend the whole time destroying and tearing Heroic down. But yeah, do they look good? Or does Heroic look rough around the edges, let's say?
I love when a team on CT side is in lobby
At
within
a minute and 20
seconds.
seconds, yeah.
You know.
Playing with their plums. First smoke of the wall put down. A little bit extra utility coming out across towards Secret. They want to cross with everyone. They're going to give the op. Ooh, Sizzy. This play's called for you, baby. There you go. Find the opening. xCloud down. And now you have access to the lower site.
Yeah, heading on in. Of course, they're going to block them, and they have so much time they don't need to go through that smoke. So they respect it, they back away.
Yeah, nice pressure applied, though. It's also pulled Nilo down from ramp room to join up with Krizen. Smoke is forced out very early on, so they can actually go right back down if they choose to, but gonna just kind of contact walk outside for the moment, in towards Big Garage. Nobody's home. 43 seconds left on the clock. and Lobby being overtaken by Heroic's defense. "30 seconds.
Youngstar's got a pick here. It's Alex to fall away. And yeah, it's getting real late in the round, isn't it?
Yeah,
They haven't really done anything.
Why have they done this?
They need all the kills to come very quickly, and they don't. The bomb just spills on the floor outside. So, yeah, that's it. Job's done. It will be a 6th round here for Heroic.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of that call to fall back and walk to try and wrap heaven without any utility. That takes a long time to do that, expecting nobody to peek you or spot you out or catch you. And I feel like the play in towards Mini was right there for you. But either way, that round falls apart, and Heroic, yeah, now they do string that 4th round together.
Let's see. It might actually be a comeback.
Not now that you said it.
You just can't believe in those things. Gotta believe in the comeback instead.
Oh, look at the puppy.
It's quite, yeah. It's a little golden retriever. Very nice. You know, you're in a rage. It's hard to rage when you look up and see a cuddly toy of a golden retriever.
That's fair. It's a very good point, actually.
Maybe we need everybody to have one.
It's his service dog.
No, that's an AK-47 for Kansas, and well, it's gone. It's on the floor. It's actually very violent scene.
Did they run out of steam? That would be sad. It seems like Heroic is just now starting to get into things. Could be the worst time for it. AK-47 still for Essential. 3 versus 5 kills are the name of the game now. Trade off some of these kind of these garbage kills you're going to give them by sending the pistols in first.
Even if Heroic do come back and Bait just win this round to get it over the line, they're still going to be happy. Like, obviously, you'll be disappointed that you didn't close it immediately, but you'll still have the conversation. Okay, this is a map we haven't played. This is our opponent's map selection in the series.
It just gives you, honestly, the biggest thing is it just gives you an excuse to move on from the loss, like, really quickly. Like, you can have something that's actually positive that's just going to help you get past it. Like, yeah, we got our ass kicked, but at least we won those 5 rounds in a row right at the end because, you know, we played like crap for the first half, but that shows us, you know, we can, get ready for the second.
Get some fist bumps flowing.
Any mental excuse.
Positive vibes here for Heroic.
Any lie you can tell yourself, really, in these situations.
That's all life is.
That's very dark for a young
lie.
man such as yourself.
Just lie to yourself.
Shouldn't be this jaded.
Yeah. Well, that's the world, Jason.
Okay.
Is that what's on the mouse pad? Very artistic.
There was actually a lot happening. It's a very busy mouse pad. Nice shot from Youngster. Little spam down through the smoke. And this is Bait just not having any options, eventually just finding their doom all across the map. See, that's not the attitude of someone who thinks there's no chance of coming back. You know what I mean?
No, that's a happy guy.
There's still a little bit of belief there.
Plenty of belief. Let the world jade him, Jason.
He's got a few more years.
He is just a young star after all.
Just naive, happy.
Youngster's always a good vibe, though.
He is. He's a great vibe. Fun to do content with as well. Sissy's looking up on top of the silo for the appearance of Youngster. Didn't spot anything.
All right, I actually want to see an idea from Bait. Like, move towards something.
This is an upper bus. They're setting up utility on the roof right now for top hut, back of the bomb site. Flashbangs in. They're going to go with this. Counter utility is in. They run through the Molotovs. Well, one player runs through the Molotovs. Nobody else has moved forward, but at least they go 1-for-1 on this odd upper hit.
It's more of like an upper poke. And now they're going to go back in towards ramp instead. You got Susp. No, not Susp. My bad. You got Nilo over here. He's going to be playing behind the big box. And we'll see if he's able to do anything with this AK-47 as they move into the ramp room. Nilo is very secretly hiding and then catches a perfect timing. He does get traded though. He's really hoping his trigger discipline would allow another kill, but they're going to drop down into B.
They don't have any smokes to block off any of the choke points though, so Subs can harass.
Oh, he's just going to swing open, go for it, but then Sizzy hits the shot. Youngstar standing one shot back with his AWP instead, and Sizzy gets around the corner, but the kills are all in, and Youngstar showing that the AWP is getting the job done now. He's up to 21 frags.
All right, well, this is no longer fun. This is no longer comfortable whatsoever for Bait. All of a sudden, this has turned into a game, and you're at 12. You still have time. You still have the safety net. You still don't have the pressure of losing the map in regulation. But this has got to be worrying that at 12-2, and you haven't been able to get anything done. These rounds haven't even been close. And you start just getting that doubt starting to build up of, okay, T-side nuke, yep, it's getting more and more difficult to close this one, more and more difficult to win this one needed round. 6 straight for Heroic CT side.
It's not even like Bait are getting close to these rounds. It's the fashion in which Heroic are winning the rounds too, and you've called a timeout.
I think the hard thing too is you're also now starting to have a star performance out of Youngster as well, right? So you've got momentum, you've got the hot hand. Into the upper bump site we go. Oh, that's awkward.
But luckily, Cruisin got a double kill, and he pulls it right back with a third. So it's just unable to do anything from his spray, but you end up getting Cruisin making sure it doesn't get out of hand. And Bait not really carving out anything in that upper site for them despite the opportunity. P250 gets a free kill. That's Nilo falling away at heaven.
Yeah, the gun dropped into the bomb site as well. Can't recover that. Would love to find... Whoa, oh, he does have another. Okay, one more kill in the cards. Op has to jump out of the way. There's no way you win this round, surely, but another kill would be something really cool. Drops it to the side. Okay, wait a second. We're building into something here, Dinko.
Sizzy has the AK-47, Youngstar not giving him a shot, forcing them to respect him. Sizzy with some great moves, great shots, and really showing what he can do, but unable to make that happen.
I wanted to will that into
Dude, I would be so hyped if he won that.
I know, he actually started making that look cool with the drop down into the AK. Nice try from Sizzy. 12-9, 3-round lead. It's disappeared so quickly.
It's a game of CT side. Can't believe Bait won the pistol and the follow-up round too. And they've just stopped.
12-2 and you stall out.
Gotta find just that one round. That's proving so difficult right now.
And you never know. Sometimes this is where you get like tentative and you kind of get locked down within yourself. Like, oh, we've lost 7 rounds straight. Got to make sure we make smart moves everywhere now, and all of a sudden you're not making plays, you're not going for fights, not finding kills that were coming to you earlier. Tough half for Bait to work with. They would have heard Milo jump up on the ladder, so they have an idea of his scaling.
Ooh, around the back, it's Kansas or eventually committing to that kill, but then having to reload and getting caught from Nilo up in heaven, who does see a second target and goes back and gets that one as well.
That follow-up fight, you're not needing to look for that kill. That's not a fun fight if you're NPL from beneath, and now all of a sudden you took what was a 5-on-3. It's now a 3-on-3. Crimson spots one coming his direction. Easy kill along the back wall. 27 seconds, doors open, but no comfort for Bait.
Sizzy gonna commit to the plant down inside of the site. And can Heroic retake this to keep the map going, to keep this comeback? Sizzy, there's a shot, and that's Cruising gone, but it puts Essential in a 1v2, and both players are heavily damaged, especially Susp on 17 HP. They've only got flashes left here. Smoke is already deployed out towards the bomb. Essential. Oh, he's got both, and finally able to close it out. Bait, a struggle there in the second half.
Yep.
A dominant first half, though, from the CT side, and it proves to be enough to take their...
Had that chance yet, and you're
Which
seeing
is so
some,
crazy to talk about Hedrick getting replaced by a younger guy. It's like, oh.
It's like, oh, that's kind of brutal.
That happened.
Yeah,
fast.
Whatever. Looked good on the first map we just saw played. So let's see how it continues here.
Yeah, getting into the rest of the game now, we go into Ancient. It's going to be Heroic on the CT side, Bait on the T side. A good amount of utility here for Essential. And a real quick kill here from xFloud as they're going to be racing their way down into middle. It's Susp just dropping back as much as he can in towards the cave here. And he's come away with Alex 666. So first kill for the CT side followed up, and Crimson was timed out looking into the wall, it looked like. So
yeah, I think he might have crashed again like he did in the last map is what I would assume. But we'll find out how that goes along. We had one of these dramas yesterday as well with G2. Stuff's going to try and make this work with the dualies. First kill. Oh, Essential gets his teammate and wins it out at the end. Bait take the pistol, and that's, I don't know, kind of sad.
Sad, absolutely. Because it started well. You know, you had xFloud in the opening pick, and Crimson's out of there. Yeah,
you never like to see that impact the round in the game itself and the outcome, but, that's the situation we find ourselves in here after the pistol. So I'm sure that will be reviewed by admins. Gonna let them make the decision and not say anything about what's gonna happen either way.
Just check it out. Looking at the mouse pad still.
Yeah, what do you think that is?
Not able to tell.
No, not enough detail on that. Well, not zoomed in close enough. It does seem anime-esque, It's in that direction.
It's in that realm. All right, a lot of chatting going on. Crimson still has his headset off. There's no... Oh, I don't see an admin around him, but maybe he's under the desk.
Get the man with the mohawk back.
The mohawk guy did
bring the mohawk admin in here.
Perfectly.
Yeah, he really nailed it yesterday.
Everything was so smooth under his watchful gaze.
That's the kind of guy, nothing's going to go wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The double cup, I do appreciate that. If you get a hot coffee, Jason, a double cup technique, it stops your fingers from burning.
Especially if you're drinking with your shooting hand, man.
Exactly. Risky stuff.
Really risky stuff. Don't want to burn those fingers. It's the worst place for a blister on the trigger finger.
Well, Susp knows he's on camera, and he's gives a little look. But well, I think for Susp, his career's been interesting. It's quite the journey that he's been on. Just a bunch of different organizations for Susp, and now finding himself here in Heroic. I think for a player of his skill level, I think he's had ups and downs, but he's so young. The wildcard run, the Metasport run, those were the two kind of breakout teams, and I really liked what he was doing with wildcard on the Stanislaw.
Yeah, the Metasport team is where I kind of first time, I think we casted them in one of the some online games, and they were playing with Metasport, playing with this one, Susp and FUZI were playing together as well. That was like a team that kind of popped off, made a really cool run there. I think that's when Heavy God was playing on, was it Heroic?
Heavy God was on OG. And
OG is the one.
And Cloud9.
Yeah. It was when he was on OG right before his departure to Cloud9 pretty quick after that event. But yeah, they kind of popped off. They had some surprise runs in like an online qualification to make it pretty deep. It failed at the qualification, but took down at least one big name along the road. And yeah, Sus finds himself here after that brief time in wildcard as well. Not brief, but that time in wildcard. So yeah, cool to see.
Yeah, a couple of years over there for them, and now he's been here for 39 days inside of the Heroic camp. So
39 long days.
Pretty dysfunctional start. I think they're still trying to figure out what the roster moving forward will be for Heroic.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, you're figuring out what it's going to be like going forward, figuring out who you're going to have, like who's in what role, the opping situation, IGL, is that everything you want to go for?
Yeah, but Susp is only 21 years old, so still very early days in his career, and also just a good amount of experience so far.
Yeah, for being only 21, for sure. I'm with you. He's got a good amount. Actually, a very young team at the moment with Tobistan as the coach behind him.
What's the average age?
20.7.
Yeah, that is really young.
That's a very young team.
Yeah, Bay also. I think Bay might be
the youngest,
the
right?
youngest team.
He's one of the youngest. Bait is 20.3.
Oh, the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Two very, very young squads on the server today.
Yes, sir.
Right. Not sure what the issue is, but as soon, if we get information on that, we'll pass it on over to you.
Yeah. What's going on the mainstream at the moment? We'll check that out. We'll do like a whole little around the world. Well, the mainstream.
Told you, Zantares is player of the week on HLTV. Look over there. I told you, he always is.
It's always Zantares. He's getting that. He's getting that ADR. He had like 150 ADR on a map earlier today. The other stream is on a little bit of a break right now. So what's up if you're coming over from the A stream? Vitality MongolZ, excuse me, going to be the final game over on the A stream to close out day number 2 here at Cluj.
Vitality MongolZ. What a game that was last year in 2025.
What a game it was. Probably not so much anymore.
No,
maybe, though.
Maybe. No, it wasn't at the major, but that was with Control-as. Now we got the GOAT, Cobra, so maybe it'll be a different story.
It's true. They were missing Cobra. They didn't even know it at the time.
Well, Vitality looking like you're going to have a comfortable run through the group stages. The last time Vitality lost is to Falcons.
A 14-1 best of 3 streak.
That's yeah, going very well for Vitality.
That's pretty good for Vitality.
Counter-Strike team.
Yeah, they're a very strong Counter-Strike team. We like watching them play. Yeah, this is what else we got? You can talk a little bit about this, the VRS stuff. We have that kind of flying up at the beginning of every match, so you know the consequences of the VRS of teams winning and losing. There's only 3 more events that contribute to your VRS standing. We touched on this yesterday. It came around super quickly. So if you're out there and you haven't really been paying attention, we got PGL Cluj-Napoca. Next up, we have ESL Pro League Season 23, and then Blast Open Rotterdam. And then after Rotterdam is when the VRS cutoff for the major ends, and that's how we have decided which teams are going to be at the major or not. So if you're like me, you kind of just like waking up out of a coma on Sunday, February 15th, and you're like, wow, Valentine's Day was yesterday. Also, I didn't realize the season was already almost over. Yeah,
that's actually insane to think about. It's like, whoa, how has this happened? It felt like New Year's was yesterday.
Oh, well, it's like when you go take, like when the Counter-Strike scene like shuts down after the major for like Christmas and for New Year's, and then you come back, except you're already like 4 months into the VRS cycle for the major.
Yeah.
The year begins and you're like, oh, the season's kind of over already.
Yeah.
So that's a crazy feeling.
Well, the major will roll around in the summer in Cologne. It's crazy. I remember the last Cologne major was so good, the 2016 one. So that'll be, I mean, coming up into that period of time, it's crazy that
that was the last time Cologne was a major, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2016, so 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's always been the unofficial major, but yeah, okay, 10-year anniversary. Cool.
Yeah, over 10 years ago since the PGL Cluj-Napoca major. It was in 2015. And now we're back. 2 years in a row, Cluj-Napoca.
It's cool, man. I like it. I want to go back to Cluj. It's a fun city. Food's good. Young crowd, young city. It's like a school city, university town.
Well, I've heard from people that were there that it's even developed since, obviously, you would imagine, since 2015.
So it's only gotten better.
It's a lot cooler now, too. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm excited to get back into this. We've got the tech issues sorted, and Bait, they're 1 round up. Heroic trying to bounce back. They've got a 4 spy here, Jason.
They've got a 4 spy. What can they do with it? 4 players at the B bomb site with this force. Bait has taken mid control. Early push towards the end of A main, so on a timing you can try and get a fast flank. Just keep your eyes on the dots on the mini map over there. Alex on one side, Nalo on the other. But Bait is going to start moving in towards this stack. Prison down already, holding nade in hand. He's had a rough time with these 2 drops across maps, probably a little bit frustrated. 1 more player to find, and with the Glock, NPL has an admirable fight, does tons of damage. Youngster, you go down through the smoke. It's 2-0 for Bait.
Yeah, conceding 2 deaths, but getting the second round on the board, no problem. No real options here for grip by for Heroic, so pistols will come out as well as best case scenario. A very likely 3-0 lead coming in here for Bait.
Most likely, yeah. It's a bummer. I hope Kristen can get settled back into this game. I've played those games where you drop out in a series a couple of times, and like there is just this weird factor where you just feel like mentally like everything's going to be going against you. So Prison there, maybe holding onto the nade, missing a timing on a jiggle, but going down for free, making it easy for Bait to burn through that stack. Now we stack up the defense at the A bomb site. Try the other side of the map.
Oh, you kind of timed that perfectly with the decoy exploding, Jason.
Yeah, hell yeah, I did.
Well, there's the A main push on the flank around the back. X-Flood, they are ready in front of you. It wasn't quite ready for that, but a nice surprise. Youngster coming in with a 5-7. It's going to be Alex 666 that goes down off the back of that. And ooh, long range fight with the pistol. Not going to be working out here for Youngstar. He switches to the Mac-10 and ends up feeling the superiority of the AK-47. So that's a 3-round lead here for Bait.
Yeah, straight betwixt the eyes. Round 4. Coming in hot. No op on the heroic side of things. All M4s, and then we've got an op out in the hands of Sizzy. Had that excellent first map to lead the way for Bait. We'll see how Alex continues to marshal his troops here on T-side. Ancient. Instant elbow smoke coming in. And still red smoke as well from Bait's T-side. And a barrage of utility to prevent any fast play, excuse me. Molotov and HE grenade out, and right out of the gate, right off the rip in the first gun round, Bait's going to attack the extremities. Youngster to hold solo.
Yeah, Youngster is just waiting. Behind the big box is a good position here. They go cinematic mode. See if Youngstar can get this job done. Creeping out to the left side. Youngstar's going to see his first target, takes it immediately, and great reaction here from MPL. Alex 666 following up as well, and layers to this attack as that bomb goes down, and it's going to be a heroic retake required. Yeah,
there's one kit that's going to be on Crizin shifting over. Flashbang is out. X-Fod's already got good standing out towards Temple. He's going to walk his way out. And inside the bomb site is a low HP Alex.
And on the back, Alex spotted, taken down by X-Fod. KenZor running into the side. Oh my god, KenZor just savage inside of the bomb site, and Sizzy comes in to make the most of his teammates' impact. Great work from KenZor. Great reactions, and a 4-0 lead for Bait off the back of that.
Woof, that is a second shot. That's incredible from KenZor. You love to see it. Great trades from Bait on the progression hit, but look at this. Ooh, get out. Straight to the dome of X-Cloud, and Crizin never expected Sizzy to take the step out. Good reposition. Well, a great first gun around for Bait.
Bait are keeping up the pressure, aren't they? Coming into this map, they had a great start on Nuke, having a fantastic start on Ancient as well. We've talked at length about how much better we anticipate them to be on this map and how much more comfortable they're going to be on Ancient. Well, this T side is off to the races. Heroic just not able to match it. Now we got NPL's turn walking up. It's going to be Youngstar with the first little bit of a fumble there. For Bait at the top of the ramp, kind of walking in front of each other.
I wonder if that's like them having two different ideas of what they're supposed to be doing, but either way, that's really ugly when you block each other right at the edge of that smoke. No one can get back in, and no one can move forward enough to find a clean fight. So we fall into a 3-on-3. However, Susp and X-Cloud brought pretty dang low, even though they've recovered some AK-47s. Nilo boxing them in from behind, pushing down mid. However, Bait is content to sit here for the moment and see what the reactions, see how far Heroic is going to push the envelope.
Just patience for Heroic. Will it pay off? Low HP, they just move off at the wrong time. And that's going to be so frustrating, the timing going against them. At least X-Cloud able to get a kill here on Essential, but to see this round going in favor of Heroic is just so hard. The flank is coming around the back, so you need to find success on this, and they're not considering it.
No, but if he doesn't hold his trigger, if he takes that first shot, the op is going to react in time. Good shot. Okay, Sizzy, a chance to save the day for the team.
Good reposition as well, and Sizzy looks so comfortable in the clutch. Good reaction to clear out the ramp player, and then also just reposition, just change up the angle ever so slightly, make it unpredictable, and capitalize on your chance. So the flawless run continues here for Bait, and they kind of mess up at the start of that round, a little bit of a fumble towards the top of the ramp, but they stabilize, they get the job done.
Felt like they almost ruined all their chances. That was a huge setback, but a great job working their way through cave. That's a couple of times I've seen them work their way through cave to that B bomb site without really being slowed down or deterred by the defense or taking a loss at all. So really good job in that part of the map that Bait's been executing these past few rounds. Early utility exchange. Both teams want to be aggressive in mid. Both teams blinded. It's Sizzy to come out on top. That op looks like a shotgun to Nyla's chest.
Yeah, Sizzy is just continuing another good map performance coming into the second here. Ancient is delivering once again. And we've got Bait now backing off. So they've got that opening kill. They've got the space towards middle. everything going well for BATE at the moment.
And now you hit the pause button as well. You know Heroic wanted to be aggressive here. You know they had forces here, so you're looking for the reaction. Sizzy can guard up above NPL, see if anyone's going to push out Jaguar. That's Youngster and XCloud over in Donut. Both of them going to be smoked off, which puts a little bit of pressure over onto Sus playing Red Room. The entire Heroic defense has been lured into this mid-fight. 4 players here.
Kenzo another frag, but realizes he made a mistake by stepping up and revealing himself to the Red Room.
He got all the information, though. He just called it out. He was like, okay, they were boosted over a Donut, and one killed me in Red Room. So that's 2 of the 3, and now you're in position. Pick up the pace, and Sizzy's got the angle. He's looking good for just a stand-in. You might want to consider that full-time thing.
Yeah, he's looking very good right now. 7-1 for Sizzy. Really handling at least this level of competition. And Heroic are going to back away. This is unbelievable how much better BATE are.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, I'm trying to like put into words. I'm just surprised at Heroic looking this rough here in these 2 maps that we've seen play. I mean, there's the weird thing with Alcaran and Youngster, but I didn't think it would set them back like this.
Yeah. It really has, and I wonder how much of it is just that attitude of, you know, we have always got a situation to deal with, whether a visa problem or a stand-in or just always having some sort of problem. I felt like OG were in this position for a while when I know Heroic have been in this situation for a long time, actually, because when they signed Dexter and they brought him over, like, Dexter also just had those visa problems. He just couldn't attend events. So how many times have Heroic been in this situation?
Yeah, it's a bit rough, isn't it? At least one more.
Yeah. This is the one.
At least one more.
And then they're going to sign. But then if they sign Holzerk, like I said, would be a good idea.
A man known for visa problems.
He just got his soul.
He just got himself.
So, you know, there you go.
We hope.
We hope. Or maybe if he joins Heroic, he'll get a whole new batch.
There it is.
The shotgun.
Yeah, opening it up. There's the spot of the boost from Kenzazor, and then, oh, there's one more to find. And even when you go down, you have the information, and Sizzy takes that and grabs one more frag on top of it. Just a great round.
Yeah, call that one the Sizzy slice. That opening real close. Inside of elbow. 6-0 start for BATE. Not slowing down, and really shouldn't have too much of a challenge ahead of him in this round either, because Heroic just don't have a full buy.
Yeah, another stack towards the B bomb site, though, so maybe you can catch him off guard. Kenzi's coming through this right out of the gate around the edge, and Crizzen not prepared. Nade in hand. Shut down yet again. He hasn't found a way to snap back in quite yet. He did have those 2 drops, so there's a level of mental frustration there that I can understand. But been ineffective so far here in Ancient.
Essential to the kill. Youngster and XCloud at least pulling a couple back here. Sizzy with the responses again. So that was the hope there for Heroic, but Sizzy has ripped him apart. Oh, was close to it. Close to winning everything, and then in the end, it's Alex that'll do so instead. I said there wasn't expected a huge amount of resistance there in that round, but Heroic actually do pretty well, considering.
Yeah, I think actually Sizzy saved the day to a certain extent with the double kill in towards Cave, because his teammate had spammed the wall with the entire magazine. So 2 players from Heroic were swinging in after the fact, and if Sizzy isn't there, that's just a free dead player, free control, and 2 Heroic players alive at the end of the day. So that's a lot of ifs and a lot of things turning around, but really nice kills and impact for Sizzy right here. Grabbing this and the follow-up, and turning it into a 1v1 for Alex down middle. BATE's getting all the answers. Just a little cheeky smile. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Really quick kill from Crizzen. He'll hold down the spray of the FAMAS. Susp will get the kill, though.
It's good, though. I like that he called Susp over and just said, look, bro, I'm getting my butt kicked. Can you come be a second player here? Trade this off. Let's go 2 for 1 at the very least. Help me at least kind of put some respect into this part of the map. I don't think it's going to matter now at 7-0, but I like that it happened.
Yeah. And Nilo straight away dropping Alex. Sizzy to respond. And then the shadow spotted. XCloud. Oh, drops Sizzy, and finally Heroic are going to get around on the board. Unless MongolZ has a 1v3 up his sleeve.
He's hit some crazy shots in this game, and timing on when he can find it, if he can find xFloud inside of A main, I think he'll have to risk the smoke to a certain extent. Definitely will have
another
to risk
one.
This one.
All right, well, they know where he is now. No longer he got the element of surprise. And he'll just be taken down by Youngstar instead. So MongolZ knocked over. And finally, Heroic breakthrough. Now they got to go to a big streak, right? They can't just let it be the one and done. And unfortunately, this time, a tech issue for MPL, it seems.
At least it's not Crizzen.
True.
At least it's not Crizzen. I would have felt really bad. So NPL is going to get a taste of it. We'll get that resolved and fixed up as soon as we possibly can. 7-1. Classic Brazilian score.
Well, good thing they aren't watching this one, Jason. Otherwise, your weekend might end up with a lot of DMs.
That's cool.
What other games have we got on?
It's the last game. It's MongolZ taking out Vitality on the other stream.
How's that going?
Well, I don't like to spoil it for the viewers, but we'll spoil it for the viewers. 5-1 at the moment.
Yeah.
For Vitality. That's really kind of expected.
It's getting started.
It's a spoiler, but it hasn't spoiled
started.
expectations. Maybe,
Just getting started over that.
Techno's got 8 kills, though, so he's having a good time. I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow's games are going to be fun, because tomorrow we start getting into elimination.
Yes.
You know?
And
I'm a huge fan of the elimination games.
All people going home. Stakes being at their highest.
3 more days of the group stage after today for PGL Cluj-Napoca as we finish out the Swiss system, and then a couple of days off. You'll get you'll get Thursday to kind of rest and reset, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's playoffs out in the arena in Cluj-Napoca. Almost there. We're on the initial stretch, day 2.
Yeah.
6-round lead. And back into the action. Tons of nades down middle, not doing a whole lot of damage.
Walking a little bit slower towards the bottom of the B ramp here. You got Youngstar and then Zolp looking all the way down to the bottom of the ramp. As they go into the peak, it is Sizzy who will go over. Got that Youngstar opener, followed by Nilo.
Okay.
And we're talking about Heroic requiring a run off the back of their first round win. Looks like they've got a shot to do it, but MongolZ at least grabbing something here for bait in round 9. Moving into middle.
It's actually a big boy kill. It takes away a lot of information in the middle of the map, which puts a lot of pressure on xFloud, who's got to cover against this. And MongolZ's hit some absolute bangers. So xFloud backing up, nade in hand. Oh, that's not the time for the Molotov. They're already going to turn the corner. They've beat it all. Cleared out CT spawn. Not the time for a Molotov in return as well. xFloud not even blinded. Great performance with 2 and Youngstar to finish things up. Second round for Heroic's defense.
Yeah, money's gone as well here over for bait. So that means there is a chance actually to go on quite a bit of a run here, Heroic, to close the gap. A 7-5 half is still possible.
Well, and importantly, remember, we also saw this on the previous map in like an extremely losing effort when you were down 12-2 and go on a good run. Now you're getting the chance to have that run at a point where it can actually save the day, where it can put you in a situation where you have enough to play in the second half. So, yeah, if you're going to give it to us on Nuke in a losing effort at 2-12, give it to us now. Give it to us in this first half of Ancient, so the second half has got some power to it.
Instead of a futile comeback, Heroic getting it going now, and he ain't gonna get past Christian, who really is he was in requirement for a round like that, and he actually gets it. So 4 kills coming in towards him. You know, find those eco kills, and we see Christian get on the board. And like a smile on his face as well.
Yeah, I'm really happy at a round like that. Those rounds, I mean, they seem silly. It seems dumb for him to say from the outside, but those are feel-good rounds for someone who's having a tough game. The fact he's able to spray 4 down is going to calm down his nerves a lot, let him settle into the game, and hopefully moving forward, he can find a little bit more confidence in his plays. 7-3, 4-round lead, but Heroic clawing themselves back into Ancient as best they can.
Not a huge amount of utility here for bait in the round starting. You know, could be a tough scenario if it comes to a late round. You want to go for a complex execution. Really searching for that opening kill. MPL getting into the danger zone. Kristen also close by inside of these smokes, but it's Nilo that's come out on top of the first duel. But MPL slipped into the smoke, and Kristen backtracks it towards him, loses his life, and MPL gets such an important fight. He nearly gets one out towards window, but that's going to be Nilo instead.
Yeah, I actually really like the protocols on that. He clears out cave, and they're already ready for the flash to activate him through mid to catch the aggression from the CT side, but they missed that timing by maybe a second. Cool idea. And now they got to recover a 2v4, make it a 1v4. Susp adds another frag, and Alex left alone. High-octane Counter-Strike here in round 11.
It was all just stalled out completely for Bait. Like, it's crazy. You get nothing from Heroic, then suddenly you get nothing from Bait. It's just a very hot and cold game so far.
I think maybe Bait shocked a little bit by the motivation of Heroic to be aggressive and in your face after maybe you feel like through most of this half you've kind of put them in their place a little bit.
Well, Alex is going to walk out from the double door back to the bottom of the ramp, and Susp is waiting for him. Last round of the half coming right up here, and Bait, well, they don't really have the weapons for the job, so it's very likely to be a 5th round for Heroic.
Yeah, looking like it. Good little rebound here. 0 to hero, I guess.
That means something to work with. We'll still go into the second half behind by 2 rounds on the CT side of Ancient, but
that's the problem, is like you're gonna, even if you get 5, like you still feel like you haven't gotten enough for the CT side, but I think at this point, especially with the way the first map played out, Heroic's just gonna be happy to
take any positive.
Yeah, it will just have a chance in the second half, right? Like, give yourself a little bit of breathing room, chance to make a mistake. Unfortunately, NPL heads up duel against Susp comes out in the way of the Galil.
There's xFlow getting his pick. Essential just racing forward with the MAC-10 though. And if you just lost your chance for a 5th round, Heroic, looks like it. Grenade going up, Essential gets the kill, and he actually gets away from that grenade as well. Impressive stuff from Bait, just barreling into the B bomb site. And Heroic needed that 5th round. With only 4 going into the next half, it is tough. Very tough. And then spammed down by MPL as well, but before even getting into a position where he could even compete. So you're going to be happy with that half, you know, losing a few rounds towards the end there, but preventing the 5th round going the way of Heroic is a massive win.
Equally for Bait, you're super pleased you stopped that run and just won your last round with some Tech 9s. One heads up duel from NPL, and they're happy to keep cranking up the pressure towards that B bomb site after the defender goes down. So everything to do for Heroic. Last notes from Coach Tobiz coming through, talking over how they want to play this second half, but Bait have all the advantages in the world, and they are looking like that strong ancient team that we knew they were going to be coming into this.
Yeah, T-side looked good.
T-side looked great.
If you lose the pistol round, if you're Heroic, I mean, you're starting to get to that territory where already the task seems too much.
Let's see what they got. Offensive half for Heroic here on Ancient. Bait going to be defending. There's that opening duel. NPL able to kind of crack things open. Krisen again just stepping into bullets. Immediate dink with the MAC-10 and cleaned up. Great round from Essential. And nice timing on the spam from MPL using his sound. A goddamn professional.
He is a professional. And they made it work. And now we move into the second half, and it's a 4 lead for Bait. A Kenzazor kit in play, so keep eyes on that if it's required. But Heroic want to hit this B bomb site.
Yeah, they do.
Storm in, utility flying through the sky.
They don't want to anymore.
Joe Beretta is cleared out, might invite them. xFlow's going to be feeling good about that, and even better about the second kill. Look at this, Kenzazor inside of the smoke. He just walked right past 2.
I like it. I like it. Are you going to come back through right now?
Oh, he's got to come and help his teammate. That plant is in. Alex with a great shot. There's going to be Nilo going down. Kenzazor now out as well. Oh, he pushes forward. Oh, my God. Clean shots from Kenzazor. Getting away with another one. Defuse going to be stuck. I love the play. And Bait getting away with one. He sticks it inside of the fire as well. And then walks out of the flames alive.
What a round. What a great show from Kenzazor. I love everything about it. Even the double tap at the end is just perfect. All the plays being made by the Bait guys. This is the only play he's got when things are getting chaotic. He's literally just going to die and they'll lose the round. Now, important to note, as he disappears into the smoke, his teammates gave him everything he needed during that like 5-second period where he's out of the fight. Just perfect.
And that is how you celebrate a round like that. Deagle going out here in middle for xFloud. Kansas are going to play inside of the donut. Oh my!
Damn.
Taste that, Kansas Or.
Domed, yeah. Sweet pistol round, bro. All right, Sizzy back, deepening in the bomb site, getting away from the danger. Not sure about B or A main, excuse me. Now he's got some range with the M4. Bomb on the ground. xFloud with yet another trade. And Bates bringing all the bodies over here for the fight. They're coming out on top now. M4 supremacy, and Kriz in the last left.
Yeah, just Kriz hanging out with nothing but a Glock. 10-4. Unless. Let's see what Kriz can do as he goes back in through red all the way around to the donut.
There's no way. He's got just a Glock. It's a great Glock skin, though, the Water Elemental.
It is. But he's dead. He's now got an M4. So
okay, changes things.
he's got an anime skin too, which obviously increases his chances.
Decreases, if you ask me.
Increases 100%. Here he goes. Looking for some main character anime arc going on here in prison.
Aura with this skin.
Is Aura with a golden retriever puppy in the picture though, and I'm able to get really too much done there, unfortunately. And we're looking at 10-4 now for B.
10-4, 6-round lead. Yeah, got a little dicey there. Heroic doing some cool stuff, finding some openings. Great shot from xFloud with the Deagle to break things open and give a feeling of danger into the round, but equally good recovery from Bait. No ops in the field quite yet for either side of it. So what is that? MP7 still on Sizzy. It's a fun name to say.
Sizzy.
Sizzy.
You got MPL running his way up towards heaven. It's Kansas over that first kill. MPL getting in the mix, run over the top of by Nilo. MPL going to be cast aside without too much issue here. And a replenishment of the smoke in the elbow. Cruising, running forward. USP out, essential, switching out to the AK-47. Nilo eventually hunting that kill down. And the rifle at the top of the round from Alex, securing the life of Youngstar. And again, the player advantage here for Bay.
Ooh, and Alex is just going to play a little bit of an off angle. Now it tucks himself in. There's the swing, just turned his attention, but it's all good. Kansas is still here, and he's hit out a lot of headshots. No problems at all. I know. He's a fun player when he's hitting the zone, when he's on point. Like he's a fun guy to watch.
Yeah, he's looking good. 11-4. He's got that new haircut too, man. He's got that new wavy look. He's killing it inside of the server as well. Good for Kenzazor. Fragging out. You know, this is if he's able to find this level consistently as well for Bait, that'll just unleash them to a great level.
What resolutions he played? I might change it. I might do the Kenzazor.
Kenzazor?
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Maybe Heroic will do it too. All right, what are we talking, Jason?
Plays 1280 by 960. I'm already on
4-3
I'm already
stretched.
there. I'm already there. Oh, I love that.
You
Love that.
are basically Kenzazor.
I'm the same thing.
All you need to do is grow your hair out like him too, and put a little bit of MOUZ in there, and you're good.
All right.
You're gonna be hitting those headshots.
That's everybody calm down now. We didn't need to take it into that direction. All right, Sizzy off angle over towards Cave. 3 players coming in this direction. Doesn't have anyone to swing off of his contact. So this is just fight till you die. He's got the first, the second. A good early warning system. And Kenzazor is ready to pick up the pieces. After the fact, he's got another one. Crisp.
Yep, and map point, series point. And we're about to wrap this up. Another day of PGL Cluj-Napoca 2026.
2026.
You know, in radio commentary, they often tell you like the conditions of the weather.
Yeah, I know. I love that. Like in the old like Madden games, they always be like, "Welcome to sunny San Francisco."
Yeah. What's the weather in Cluj-Napoca, Jason? Let me feel like I'm there.
All right, want to give it to you? Weather. Hurry up! Hurry up! It is 35 and cloudy.
So what? Like, that's not very hot. Anyway, we've got Fire inside the middle, heating things up as the fight starts to get going. And now we've got Stas running out towards middle. Looking to be aggressive, leading the charge, the AK-47 in tandem with Youngstar getting up towards the red room. And it's right on the wall as NPL splatters the brains of Youngstar all across it. It's tough to respond though with kill of his own, but it's short-lived in terms of his success as KenZazor is sharp and ready again.
Who else but KenZazor to just add that impact kill when most needed? And it all falls down to just one. Nilo, 1 versus 3, bomb stuck in middle at the base of the stairs. And he's a long ways away. Bait looking to take this series 2-0.
Lonely Nilo on his way, all the way to the back lines.
It's raining here on Ancient.
Yes, indeed it is. And it's going to be a gloomy day, a gloomy Sunday here for Nilo as he runs away, prolonging play. While we all wait to end this day. Finally, KenZazor.
Shooter McGavin.
He's got it. There he is. Knocks him over. Nilo down, and a 13-4 victory coming in for Bait. Well, a clean and easy day at the office. I don't think there's really too much you're going to be worried about if you're Bait after a performance like that. You're walking out, you're feeling good. You even played Nuke today and were able to perform on it. So, feeling very good over in the Bait department.
Dominate on it as well. And I mean, even that little bit of a comeback, that little bit of a hiccup there in the second half is going to be something they'll forget about. I don't know, Heroic. I'm not gonna be too harsh on this. That was just not great Counter-Strike put into the server today, but it's clear that there's some issues within that team, and we've had that kind of revolving door of stand-ins that we talked about. So I don't know. There's